like the Ozarks. I think that the fishing kind of suits my style. I've never been in Missouri up here. You know, the only place I've fished in Missouri is Table Rock, but I've never been up to Lake of the Ozarks. You know, in the morning it was calm, and I tried to cover water with a crankbait, and that's when I ended up catching him on a worm too, is that I pulled out the NACO rig and caught him around laydowns and on the back sides of the docks. And that's what I really thought that I was gonna do. That's how I was planning on catching him. And when I started the second period, the wind picked up. Actually, during the first period break is when it really picked up. And when I got out there, the areas that I just left that were calm were now windy. And I dropped the trolling motor on my first cast. I caught one on the jerkbait. And so I just pushed it a little bit and they kept biting it. And so, you know, as soon as the wind picks up, it usually activates those fish for a couple hours. It's almost like a morning bite. When you get on the water first thing in the morning, they bite better. If it's calm and the wind starts blowing, as soon as it starts, it gets better for that first 2 hours. And that's what happened. They were biting like crazy there for that entire second period. And then third period, it got a little tough. I caught almost everything today on a jerkbait. A couple different Lucky Craft jerkbaits. I have a deep diver one that I put on in the third period and caught a few fish on it. Early on, I caught them on a crawdad colored crankbait and a wacky rig NACO Senko. Those were the key baits really. I caught one or two on a swim bait, but the jerk bait was really the key for me all day. But the funny thing is I caught, I think 3 or 4 doubles, which I haven't really done that often, and I had 3 or 4 in one day, and I was able to keep all of them on and never lost one of them. Most of them were small, but I did get one keeper out of the group. But anytime you swing 2 fish in on one bait, you're worried about one of them coming off. I think that I learned some stuff that should, you know, carry me through. You know, it's going to be location at this point. A few bait changes maybe. You know, there's a few other baits that I, you know, might want to try based on where the fish were positioned. And they were kind of on these docks in ways that I haven't really caught them in the past. But it was pretty consistent. You know, I could run around in multiple places and catch them on the same little corners of these docks. And one thing about the Ozarks is that the patterns usually run true throughout the lake. So I'm hoping I can go into the sudden death round and be able to build off of what I found, and hopefully it's enough to make the championship round, you know, survive through the sudden death round, make the championship. And at that point, we'll see if things change. If they stay the same, then I'll run it all the way to the finals. You know, you've heard me say it before, I'm sick of not winning, and I mean, everyone wants to win, and I would just like it to happen. And I've been close a few times, and I'm ready for it to happen. And if it does, it'd be a great way to finish off the season and give me a good boost for this off season to get ready for next year.
Look at that one. Yeah.